I am a medium.
There we go. I like that. Okay, sweetheart.
But I guess you could say I'm in training. Actually, one of the people that you brought through is for one of your other callers. The first person you brought through on the other side.
I don't recall that I brought somebody that wasn't recognized by the sitter, okay. So that's why I'm confused.
She's texting me because she's on hold. She's on hold texting me, and everything you're saying is so exact what she's saying.
But if it was heard by this, listen, this is another lesson in mediumship. Quite often that will happen, but if it's owned by the receiver of the, in other words, the woman I was just talking to that didn't remember anything, that didn't acknowledge, you're saying this, the person that's texting you is saying those are messages for her.
We know it's her mother. Her mother just passed away, and everything you described, including the name, everything. The eye color, everything is her family.
But it also applies to the woman I spoke with.
It could be meant for multiple people too. That's when we listen to messages, we always get something for ourselves.
Well, in mediumship, no. It's got to be right for that person or it's not valid. So, and I get this happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This happens sometimes when I'm working with people, and I will always insist on the soul that I'm speaking with, and I will continue if I'm in a group setting to drill down, and then it will definitely be validated. And it was validated. The only thing that was incorrect were the eyes were brown, not lighter color. So everything else was validated by her, but it's kind of interesting. I also find a lot of times people, they want to take the messages because they want to hear from their loved ones. But I just want to mention that from my perspective, and I'm not everything about mediumship, obviously, that I always try to get the right soul for the right person. And if anybody else feels it's correct for them, that's fine. I'm not going to burst their bubble. That's fine. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I know how it is. I've been in the audience sometimes, and there was one medium who was making messages, and I was hoping it was my father. And so everything he said was correct up until one thing changed it. And so that happens sometimes. Right. Okay. Yeah. So let's now go to you, my beautiful.
All right.
So go ahead and give me your question or what it is that's on your mind.
Okay. So I work for my family business, and I would like to take the leap of faith and, to do my healing work. And I'm not really sure how to do it, what to do, my daughter lives in Colorado, told me to move out there and just build my business out there. And I'm just, I am too close to it. So
you're too close to it.
And I love you, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Well, let me just say, I'm going to go to your guides. And, there's a lot of things that can be said, obviously. But I first want to just go to your guides and see what is going on. What's the first letter of your last name? I don't have it in front of me now, so I'm going to need you to tell me.
H.
H, okay. Lisa H. Going to your guides. You are supposed to be doing me. First of all, we need to validate from the guides what you're supposed to be doing. And the answer is you are supposed to be doing mediumship. You have worked at this, or this is a long time in coming for you. It's not something overnight. You know who you are. You're a very special light worker, very special person. You love your family very much, but it is time to break the ties. It's almost like more than money. It's more like a family obligation or a disappointment to them, or you're afraid you're going to disappoint them. It's something more sentimental or emotional behind that than just a matter of money. I'm going to talk about money in a moment, but correct. Okay, good. So we're going to talk about money too, because even though you are very, very unique, very gifted individual, one of the reasons
90 seconds.
And Mimi, stay on. I will continue the show. One of the reasons we may find that we don't want to make the cosmic leap is because we're wondering, oh, well, I may be gifted and may be very talented, and this may be my path, but you still feel like you're taking a jump off of a cliff into the abyss, like, whoa, what's going to be there for me. So let me just go to your guides again to see what they're going to say. Should you go to
seconds.
Should she go to Colorado? Should she stay here? What should she do next, please? You love your mother very much. You don't want to disappoint her. She is the apple of your eye as you are of hers. Both of you get along exceptionally well, and you don't want to disappoint the family. And there's also a sense of going off to do something that's sort of unproven and perhaps highly speculative, particularly in their way of looking at things. You are a very gifted healer. You've come to Earth to do this work. You know this very much. You also do have very good faith in yourself, faith in your gifts, and faith in your ability to produce a business from it. You know business. You're highly skilled in the avenue of creating business. And so from all these perspectives, it's not a matter of will you be able to bring in clients. It's more a matter of, well, not wanting to disappoint, as we said, but also just what the right next step is. And you're just needing encouragement. So you should be doing this work. You've already started to do it. You are getting clients. It's working out well for you. You will find that you will get a particular amount of visibility from something that you're working on. And that will launch a more visible career. And so if you're not, what they're saying is you are working on a project that will give you greater visibility. It feels like it's in the media in some way. Okay? So that could mean a radio show, could mean a TV show, it could mean writing a book, it could just mean becoming famous in your particular environment, people that you know. And that will start the thread. And so what we're looking for you right now, Lisa, is the golden thread. I like to call it the golden thread. The thread that's leading you, like when you're going to grandmother's house in the woods, you need to find the breadcrumbs. Well, we got to find the golden thread for you. And so it looks like there will be something coming up in the near future that is going to give you visibility and that you're going to like it very much. It's a bit of a fanfare and a bit of a showy kind of thing, which is not really, you're not an egomaniac or anything looking for that, but it is going to give you encouragement to continue, and that's going to be a catalyst for you. So you need a catalyst, and you're going to get a catalyst. Make sense?
That makes complete sense. You filled in the blank. Thank you.
Yeah, and then getting started is going to be a no-brainer because there's going to be somebody or something or some situation that's going to provide for you the extra push. And that's what you need to do. So right now what you need to do is you need to focus in meditation on the catalyst, on bringing forth the catalyst. And this is for everybody listening. If you don't do any kind of meditation that focuses in on what you want, in a way, like here's one meditation I've been doing lately. I have a picture of something I want. And then I have the affirmation, my core is infinitely miraculous. My core is infinitely miraculous. Because quite often we don't realize it, but each of us has the X quality. Each of us has potential beyond our wildest dreams. Why? Because each of us at our core is a soul. And souls don't have any limitations, right? So focus in on your infinite, miraculous nature. You might want to define it a little bit more in your meditation. You might want to use a picture, and you might even want to use some white noise in the background, the sounds of the ocean, and do that for like 5 minutes every day to bring in the catalyst, because it's actually going to happen, and that is going to get you out of this Bermuda Triangle of not knowing, and you'll be pulled forward. And then everybody around you will say, yeah, it makes sense, including you. I don't feel that you're going to be moving.
It does make sense.
Okay. I don't feel you're going to be moving to Colorado. I don't feel you're going to be limited in any way where you live. If you move to Colorado, it's because you want to be near your daughter, not because you have to do it for career. So I don't mean that you can't move to Colorado. I just mean that the career is going to be universal. It'll be global, and that it won't matter where you live. Okay. It's Your career is not dependent on that. It's bigger than that, and it's media focused. So go with the media. Okay, my dear?
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, Lisa. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Okay, going to Mimi, who did make a donation. If there's anybody else who made a donation, I'll try to get to you also. Mimi is at 832. Let me just see something if there are any other, hopefully there are no other donations because it'll be a little bit late. Donna, she's so cute. She's adorable. Okay, hold on. 832 area code for Mimi. There she is. Mimi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, love. How'd you get over that horrible hurricane in Houston last September? You okay now? I heard it's horrible, right?
Yeah, it flooded me out, but I'm trying to get everything back together now.
Oh, you poor thing, love. Your cousin Cece was telling me all about it. Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible.
I know, love. Okay, sweetie, honey, just give me your question, love, and we'll get to you. We'll get you the answers.
Okay, so I've been having some health issues going on for a few years, and it's like a pain, and the doctors can't figure out what's going on. So I was trying to see if you could say anything about that. Then I want to see like what you saw as far as in like finances or love or anything like that coming in.
All right, let's go to probably your pain is related to the fact that you have other issues in your life. I want to say that first of all, with love and with money, right? Usually our pain is coming from these things. Okay, so what?
Well, even like some years ago, before all of this, I had like this little pain, and I would go to the doctor for it, and they couldn't figure out what was going on with it.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie. I am taken to the chest area right behind the heart. Is that where the pain is, love?
Sometimes, but it's like in my lower stomach.
Okay, don't tell me anything, love, but yes or no, and I'll remind you of that. Okay.
Oh.
So I feel right now, sometimes it's behind the heart. Okay. And let me go to the stomach area. And I also want to say that just because you've had it as a universal theme, in other words, you've had it before, still doesn't mean that see, we come in with a plan for our life. And so we're going to see that plan is going to have it be a theme. It could be recurring. And the health issues are always related to that. But anyway, I'm going to give you answers on several levels: physical and emotional and spiritual. Hopefully. Okay, Mimi, what's the first letter of your last name, please?
C.
C. Okay, hold on. I'm going to scan you as quickly as I can. So the first thing I want to say around the stomach area, that I feel that you have a tendency towards either kidney stones or gallstones or something that doesn't digest well and becomes like a stone that would be in the stomach area. Would you understand that? Just yes or no, please. That makes sense to you?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet? Okay, that's fine.
It makes sense, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel they're taking me to the kidney as if you could have possibly, what they call that, kidney stones, but they're little crystals that form from from a lot of acid in the blood. And everything really is coming from acid in the blood, And where does acid in the blood come from? Acid in the blood can create gallstones, kidney stones, can create indigestion, can create a lot of things. But usually it's coming from stress. But let me see what else I can get. I'm looking at a few things. The area that I see in the stomach that seems to have most of the problem is in the lower left portion of the stomach area. That would be the left abdomen on the upper part of the abdomen, but under the stomach on the left. Would you understand that, please? Is that where you feel pain?
Left and right.
On the left side, okay. All right, so now let me go into it. Oh, goodness gracious. The upper stomach, the first part, the lower stomach or upper intestines area is blue. Whoa. and I hear the word, but gallstones, I don't know where gallstones would be. I don't know if they're on the right or the left. I hear gallstones, and they don't know that.
Okay.
They don't know anything about gallstones. The
No,
doctors.
I'll go on Wednesday, so I'll have them
What was
check
that?
for that.
Have them check for that.
I go on Wednesday. Yeah, I have them check for that. Yeah.
Yeah, with gallstones, it could feel like you're dying from nausea. It's a terrible feeling.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
I'm going to look for the symptoms of this, honey, right now.
I'll keep for.
Where does it hurt with gallstones? Yep, small intestines. Gallbladder. Biliary is close pain, but they don't say where it would hurt. Where is it felt? It's abdominal. Center. And on the right, and on your right. See, that's where I thought it would be on the right.
Yeah, it's on the right.
Okay, because I was feeling it on the
It's
left.
on the right.
Oh, it's on your right. Okay. Because I was feeling it on the left. All right. Well, I'm hearing gallstones, and they switched the direction around for me. They showed me right, but it's on my right, but no, it's on your right, and they were showing me.
Right.
Okay. Well, a gallstone position would be there. So I'm hearing gallstones, and I hear too much. Usually I know what that's from, but I want to hear for you. Where's gallstones for her from, please? Too much stress. You're not chewing your food well. It's not going through your system well. You're not chewing well. It's like you're choking your food down, and you're also not drinking enough fluids or water. I do see you drinking like sweetened beverages, like maybe cherry soda or some kind of something with fruit flavor with sugar in it. So if you're not drinking fruit flavor with sugar in things, then you're drinking sugary things. You're not getting water. So you need to get water and not like flavored beverages. You see what I'm saying, love for that? You also need to be.
Yeah, I was on coffee a lot.
Well, okay, then coffee. Yeah. And they also showing me, you also might be drinking fruit. Do you have children, right? You have children?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes they're drinking that stuff and you might be drinking it, not even aware of it, but they're showing me that. Okay. It would
okay. Oh, yeah, I do.
yeah. And that you would be drinking maybe a fruit juice. It may have a lot of acid in it. It's not good for you whatsoever. It's choking you up. Also, you're always running. Okay. You're always running around. You're very nervous and you're careless about your health. So sometimes when you eat, you're choking your food down. You don't chew it right. You're not drinking enough of the good fluids, and it's not going through your system well. Usually they say gallstones come from a lot of fat in the diet and also fried foods in that. I don't see that for you. I'm just giving you specific what's for you, which is what I just said. So you need to take better care of your health, get better rest at night and everything else. And you're very nervous right now because of love and money. And I will give you a quick answer on that, honey. I can't give you a full reading. Okay, but let me just, because of time involved. But let me just see what we get for her. You will have love eventually. You need to heal a lot inside. And it's all, when they say that, there's like a double entendre with the gallstones and all that. Like,
I know.
You know, it's like as if somebody punched you in the stomach, so to speak. You know, you've got to get your self-esteem back. You've got to get back your whole life, and you've got to get everything back. Now, the stomach area is the solar plexus. It stands for self-esteem and also standing in the world, and the gallstones are in that area. So, you know, there's a little bit of a relationship there. So let me see what is going to go on with money, because that's the road to all of this. There's a lot of chaos. You know, the kids are beautiful children, but it's hard to get anything going in your life when you have all these responsibilities. You know, you got to take care of the kids. The kids need this today, kids need that today. And you're like reacting, but you're not able to be proactive, take care of things as they come up. So it's just huge. You know, it's a huge thing to overcome. So what we need to do with you is we need to set boundaries. And I think I said this to you in the past. It's one of your themes. It's boundaries mean that you've decided that you're special, that you deserve boundaries, which means I will be responsive during these hours, and other hours I need to take care of number one, me. I need to take care of my hair, my nails, brushing my teeth, getting out the door to go on interviews and looking for work. And the kids need to have the boundaries in place. I love them dearly, but I can't be at their beck and call 24/7 because we're all going to go down on the Titanic together if I don't set boundaries.
Right.
All right. So your money situation will improve when you do get better at setting boundaries. And let me look at the job. You are getting a job. You have a job, or you're going to get a job very soon. It will be more, okay. The job coming in will be more to your liking than the one you had before, not to worry. And it all has to do, again, with setting boundaries. And this is how it goes with a job for you. When you say, I deserve to have work I love, and this is what I think I would love, and you won't accept anything less than that, funny thing, it's going to be there for you. You see how boundaries work?
Yeah, I keep getting that. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I want you to write down what you want for a job, and I want you to square away and look for that. Not anything else, because you're like a leaf in the wind. You're very reactive and not proactive. And for your own survival, you're going to have to be proactive. Okay?
Okay.
All right, love.
All right.
All right. One thing at a time. Remember,
Thank you.
You're welcome. One thing at a time, not 50 things at a time. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mimi. Bye-bye, sweetheart. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for listening, or those of you who are still listening, and I hope to work with you again next Monday night. It was a very busy evening tonight. Thank you all for listening. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.